Greetings all. Today we will read the second chapter of English book class 5 from the SCERT. The name of the chapter is The Lion King. It is actually talking about the conservation of wildlife and environment. So Yashi and I will read the story one by one. First I'll go. Okay, it says, I am the king of the forest. My kingdom had once been very beautiful. The forest had been full of tall trees, taller than your tallest buildings. Well, not only tall trees, there were climbers, bushes, shrubs, and grass too. The forest looked beautiful with water springs, pools, hills, valleys, and many a wonderful scenery.
Deer, tigers, elephants, bears, monkeys, crocodiles, wolves, peacocks, maynas, owls, pigeons, and many more were among my subjects.
We had enough food to eat and plenty of water to drink. My birds sang the sweetest songs. My animals ran the longest races. Our children, the cubs, lambs, and fawns, moved about freely without fear. We all lived happily in the forest, our home.
The hill tribes also lived with us. They were happy with what the forest gave them. They worshipped forest as God. They enjoyed the touch of the earth, the smell of the air, and the taste of the freshness. And most of all, they loved the forest and respected our freedom.
But now everything has changed. You, the civilized people, entered my kingdom. I thought you visited my kingdom to enjoy its beauty. I was happy to have you as visitors, as I was proud of my kingdom. But I was wrong. You are greedy and unkind. You cut trees for your selfish wants. You hunt animals for flesh, skin, tusks, and claws.
Many of my subjects died and our number decreased. Most of the trees were cut and the forest became bare. Hunters and smugglers all among you attacked my kingdom again and again. You either killed or captured my animals and birds. You robbed our resources. You are merciless. You destroyed the forest in spite of its number of benefits.
Even now I am the king. But what has become of my kingdom and my subjects? Why this sorry state of affairs? Aren't you responsible for that? Aren't you? Think well. Please find a solution to this problem. Such an emotional and beautiful story, isn't it, Yashita?
Yes.
All right, so we need to think again about conservation of our forests and renewable resources. So with that message, we will move on to the exercise part. First, we will learn a few words. We'll give the meanings of those words in the context. Okay, Yashita, the first word is kingdom.
A territory or state.
Captured.
Took as prisoners.
Fawns.
Young ones of a deer.
Worshipped.
Prayed.
Selfish.
Thinking of oneself only.
Tusks.
Outer teeth of an elephant.
Claw.
A curved nail on the toe of an animal.
Decreased.
Became smaller.
Smuggler.
One who sells and buys things illegally.
Illegally. Right. Merciless.
Showing on pity.
Showing no pity. Destroy.
Damage.
Civilized.
Polite or refined.
Resources.
Natural wealth.
Benefits.
Usefulness.
All right, thank you. Moving on to the exercise part of it. Comprehension is the first topic, and the first part is we need to put tick mark against the statements or the sentences that were spoken by the Lion King. Are you ready, Yashita?
Yes.
Okay. Should we put a tick mark against first sentence, my kingdom was never beautiful?
No.
My birds sang the sweetest songs.
Yes, we should.
None of the hilly tribes lived with us.
No.
Okay, I was proud of my kingdom.
Yes.
Many of my subjects died.
Yes.
People destroyed the forest in spite of its benefits.
Yes, it will.
Okay, next part is there are some questions that we need to answer. You ready with the answers, Yashita?
Yes.
Okay. So the first question is, how did the forest look before the civilized people came there?
The forest looked beautiful with water, spring, hills, valleys, and many wonderful scenery.
Okay. Second question is, how did the hill tribes look upon the forest?
They worshipped as a god.
They worshipped the forest as God. Okay. Third is, who were responsible for the destruction of the forest?
Civilized people were responsible for destruction of forest.
Okay, and second part of the same question is, how did they destroy it?
They destroyed the forest by cutting trees and hunting animals.
Okay. And the last question here is, what steps do we need to take to protect the forest?
We should not cut trees. We should not kill birds and animals.
All right. Thank you. Okay, I'm sorry. I think I missed the fourth question. Do you have the answer ready?
Yes.
Okay. So the fourth question is, or rather it is asking to pick out words or phrases in paragraphs 5 and 6 that show the anger of the king of the forest. Can you tell us?
Yes. First is you are merciless. Second is why this is sorry state of affairs. Third is aren't you responsible for that? Fourth is you destroyed the forest. And the last one is you robbed our resources.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Do you want to say these sentences again? People, I'm sure our fellow students must be writing these sentences. Can you just repeat slowly?
Yes. You are merciless. Why this is sorry state of affairs? Aren't you responsible for that? You destroyed the forest. And the last one is you robbed our resources.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now we'll move on to the vocabulary part of the exercise. And the first one under the vocabulary is, we need to write a few words related to the given word in the box. And one has already been done for us. So the word given in the middle box is forest. And the one that is already done is trees. Yashita, do you have the other words?
Yes. Grass, birds, animals, bushes, and climbers.
Okay, thank you. All right, the next word in the middle box is zoo. Do you have the words related to the word zoo?
Yes. First is birds, animals, visitors, trees, ponds, bushes.
Okay, so whenever we visit the zoo, we will see all these entities there. Okay, now moving on to the next part, which asks us to match the animals, the given animals, with their young ones, with their children. Okay, the first word is lion.
Lion young one's name is cub.
Cub, okay. Deer.
Fawn.
Horse.
Colt.
Cow.
Calf.
Dog.
Puppy.
Rabbit.
Bunny.
Okay. We have another one. Did I miss something?
Yes. Kitten. Cat.
Okay, for cat.
Kitten.
All right. Moving on to the next one. It is again about matching the two columns. We have a few animals given in the first column. We need to match these with their living places. You ready?
Yes.
So where does the lion live?
Lion lives in den.
Dog.
Dog lives in kennel.
Horse.
And horse is stable.
Okay. Where do we keep the cow?
A shed.
Snake lives in?
Hole.
And a rabbit would live in?
Burrow.
Okay, thank you. All right, now we are moving on to the fourth part, and it is actually about filling a few blanks with the help of the given words. So these are the words given in a box, and we need to use these words to fill these blanks. Okay, you ready, Yashita?
Yes.
Okay, the first one is as brave as.
Lion.
Second is as blind as.
A rabbit.
As blind as.
A bat.
Right. As gentle as.
Rabbit.
As big as.
Elephant.
Okay, that's fine. As hungry as.
A wolf.
As timid as.
A lamb.
As slow as.
A snail.
As busy as.
A bee.
Yes, a bee is always busy in making honey and gathering pollens. Okay, now we have the grammar part of the exercise. And the first one under grammar is that we need to pick up a few nouns and verbs from the paragraph. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. Can you give us a few nouns given in the paragraph? This paragraph.
Yes. Tribes, hill, they, forest, God, and last one is earth.
Okay. Can you give us a few verbs?
Yes. First is lived, respected, gave, worshipped, enjoyed, and the last one is love.
Great. Thank you. Okay, I guess we are done. This is again a listening and speaking exercise. I think you can always do that with your peers, with your friends and teachers. So this was the last exercise. It was fun reading the chapter. Did you like it, Yashita?
Yes.
All right. Would you try and conserve the wildlife and environment, including the elephants?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right then. thank you very much. Thank you for listening to us. You have a fantastic time ahead. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.